It says the studio lights live.
Now it says you're live. 6
Oh my
seconds.
God.
That's
Are we
hilarious.
really late going live here? What the hell?
We've
I've been
gone.
doing this show not streaming for about 3 minutes. So guys,
But
let's
you're good
try
at clippy
this.
dips.
Let's
so.
try this again. Hold on.
All right, Carter, you got 2587.
Not for long. I make bad financial decisions.
Haters gonna hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? This is Tuesday night, and we are back for another FOC and chill. I've actually been doing the show for the past however many minutes backstage. I swear you, I thought I went live, but we were not live. We were sitting backstage discussing the show as if we were live. But we're really live this time. We've got Drew in the house. We've got Lady Fantastic in the house joining us. We can repeat the things that we've already said, including highlighting some of these comments. We had Legion of Comics, my homie Mark, in here early. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming through. Las Cruces is always showing love. We got Rod the Rican in the house. Mark has been giving me shit lately with this Who is Marcus business. GT Key is in the house. My brother Perry Comic Lore is here as well, also known as Perry Gaming, also known as Perry Comics, and now the new Comic Lore channel up and coming. Check him out. Eli G is in the house, as well as the homie Kevin from Entropy in Comics. The PNW is well represented tonight. We got Fatty Boom Batty John Stout in here, as well as John's Comics with Kids, also known as John Saget, also known as John Advance Forward. What up, John AF? Good to see you. Drew, my man, is on the panel tonight. Thank you for joining us. We got my Discord, my Jigs Kingdom Discord brother, Benny Compton, in the house. What up, Ben? Good to see you. DVH, I appreciate you staying up late, hanging out with us. And I'm doing a giveaway tonight. I got a Kickstarter from Swaggle Sanity, Rise of the Occult. And he sent me some extra batches. So we've got 2 batches, issues 1 through 3. 2 of you are going to get the full series and get to read the issue. And I'm excited to do that. That's going to be a U.S. and Canada only giveaway, but we're going to make an exception for DVH because he's always here with us. So DVH, if you win, I'll pay those overseas costs, brother. So you feel free to jump in on that one. You are more than welcome. And I appreciate you as always, DVH, for joining us tonight. Well, we got the great legend coming through, showing some love. What up, my man? I thank you for showing up, taking some time away from putting some maneuvers on Drew tonight. So thank you for that.
We're going to do that later.
What up? Thank you so much. Matthew Cologne is in here. What up, my man? Glad you got that giveaway. And I actually have 2 more giveaways, guys. First I was crippled. Here's my excuse. And then my second excuse was all the giveaways were too much shipping and I couldn't do it all at once. So we got all the non-slabs shipped out, but I still have a slab to send to Actual Dracula, and I have a slab to send to Cliff on Comics. And I promise, guys, this is the week that's going to happen. I'm going to get that out to you guys. That's the last thing I have left, though. Everybody else has gotten their stuff, including Matthew, and they've confirmed it. So I'm glad that I'm almost done with that. And the last 2, we'll definitely get that taken care of. We got Old Wolf in the house. My man,
He's a
Tony.
wild one.
Good to see you, my brother. Check out his Hot Ones challenge here not too long ago.
When he gets with John's Comics with Kids, it's trouble.
Yes, John's more the trouble than anything. We got Gary B in the house tonight. Had a great show tonight with Magic Lasso. What up, Gary B?
It was awesome.
I know it's past your bedtime, brother, but I do appreciate you coming through and showing some love as always. We've got my beautifully freckled friend, brothers, John Comics. What a beautifully freckled man. And there's just something about the warmth of his hug, of his touch, you know. It's really something special. I encourage everyone to experience it at least once in their lives. But yeah, now I've already said this backstage, but we'll go ahead and say it again. I recently got in the Kickstarter. I supported it. His first time he did issue 1, Swaggle Haas did, and then this recent one he did issues 2 and 3. It's Sanity: Rise of the Occult, and it's a mix of Humphrey Bogart from the Maltese Falcon, kind of the private eye story, but it also has some kind of horror supernatural things added to it. So
I like
I'm enjoying
horrors.
I am enjoying horror.
Oh, horror.
I am enjoying I'm enjoying the gumshoe kind of private eye feel of the book, as well as the mystery slowly unfolding. So I'm a fan of what he's doing, guys, and I'm excited to give away a couple of sets of what he's got going on, so you can check it out and maybe see if you want to jump in on the next one. So I'm a fan of Swaggle. Nice guy, great channel, great member of this community, and I love Kickstarter comics. You know, if you follow my Instagram, you've seen me promote and share quite a few. You've seen me promote and share quite a few on here. So I'm an indie comics fan, and if you want to see indie comics, damn it, you gotta support those damn things. So that's my opening up spiel here. What do we got going on this week? I know we do have some drama this week. I don't know if we want to talk.
There's always drama.
We've got I've got the poll up now. Have you liked the stream yet? So far, we have 81% saying yes. Of course, I've got you, homie. And then we have 19% saying Robbie's right. FOC and chill sucks. I don't know if you saw my recent reel from Instagram, but someone sent me a clip of Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers dropping my name and letting me know that both me and Comic Journey, our channels suck because we have shows where we put the StreamYard link in the chat. So I'm not sure about the logic behind that, but you know, to each their own.
I think he's just trying to remember all the drama came from, was he a real Hangout channel? You know, was he a real Hangout channel when the awards came?
Well, that was I mean, why involve me? That was CJ talking all that
I know.
shit. I didn't talk any shit about it.
Keep
That's
my
kinda,
name out your mouth.
I think he's
My
got
name be ringing out, dog.
and hate on the real Hangout channels.
Yeah.
You know,
I see it as and I said this in Discord, but like for me, I see it as, and I kind of understand it too, is like you have a YouTube channel like mine, which is about comic books, and then you have a YouTube channel like Pop Culture Philosophers, which is about comic books. And you might say, hey, we're both channels about comic books, but I'm not a real YouTuber in the way that Robbie's a real YouTuber, right? I come on here, I go live, I shoot the shit, I hang out. This is a social thing. This is not a work thing. I'm not reading a ton of books. I'm not memorizing things. I'm not putting together scripts. I'm not doing the things that I see Perry do every day, right? I'm just not bringing that sort of effort. This is a shoot the shit, have fun kind of thing for me. And I get the sense from Sticky Goose as well. It's like they have actual videos with ideas that they're putting together, you know, and they're just putting a fuck ton more effort. And I get the sense that like they have a need to differentiate themselves for that reason, right? I'm not the same as these link in the chat shows because
they're
I'm
not like us. They're not like us.
Yeah, they're not like us. I'm putting actual effort into it, where these guys are just, you know, whatever they're doing. And, you know, I can't be mad at that. Where's the lie, right? I mean, Robbie's certainly putting a fuck ton more effort into his channel than I am. So I wouldn't, it would make sense to me if there was like kind of trepidation about putting us on the same level, right?
I don't know, man. I think that you've got the right time to chime in here, because the last thing I heard you say about this young gentleman over here is that he makes great clippy doos.
So I think it's one thing, like they both, the content you make versus the content those channels make or whatever, they're totally different means to ends. Okay. Like your other videos talking about it is that, they're doing content to communicate storylines and their kind of an editorial opinion of, these were the things that came out. This is what I thought of them, da 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 da. And it's more of I'm a single person. I'm formatting this package that I will deliver to you that is information, and some of it, my opinion, perhaps maybe most of it. This is so that's what is the means is him communicating. The ends is to deliver packets of information. Something like this is more about social cohesion, community cohesion, and forming those bonds. So what he's doing, he doesn't if he wants to form those kinds of bonds, that's not how you do it. But I don't think that that's his ultimate goal. And for you, I think what's more valuable to you is to just find and correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, find good content, but it's more important to you the relationships that have formed, and sort of the connections that comics have allowed us the opportunity to create. So, like, I think they're just
makes a lot of sense.
two different scenarios.
Yeah,
Apples and oranges.
I completely agree with that assessment, and I think that when you look at, both platforms are video platforms that are viewed by viewers, and I think the difference is that his audience is an audience and your audience is a community. So it's like when you look at that, it's like people are coming here to hang out and see what each other has to say, right? And have a good time doing it. But people aren't going there to hang out. They're going there to watch what they're doing, it's more of a participatory thing, I believe.
Yeah, he's more of a star, whereas I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude.
Well, and his has like a format. Here, I'm going to talk about these books. Here, I'm going to assess this that has to do with whatever books. Here, I'm going to talk about the things I liked about these artists, whatever. But he has an agenda. He has it mapped out, and his voice is going to be filling that space. Whereas you want a dialogue or a panel of interaction. And whereas you may learn more about the newest FOCs on theirs, you're not seeing how your mom and them's doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a little different.
And I've said this before. And there's some friction, and it's weird to me, but I do see friction in the community around it. Like,
there's enough space for everybody. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I've seen, negative comments about what I do here, kind of hostility towards what I do. And
could you ever imagine them doing an FOC show and blowing off FOC for 70 fucking weeks in a row? Could you ever imagine them doing that, though?
Do you think they have the improvisational capability to do that? Because I don't.
I think that everybody has the ability to go off the rails and go with the flow. I think, though, if you want to have a more curated product, which is what their shows are, it's a curated product. It's not a community hangout. It's a curated product. So there's a very different
and not a naturally occurring forming.
And I think that if he seriously gives a shit, it's silly. I don't get the impression that it's a serious thing.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
But if it is serious, then that's the silliest thing I could possibly imagine.
It's just like whatever.
Yeah, and I said this on Comic Journeys this morning. Comic Journey brought it up this morning on his channel, and I don't, you never know how serious CJ is.
And to quote CJ.
Yeah. But he seemed like he wanted to be a little more upset about it. Where I was like, it seemed like he was joking, but even if he wasn't joking, I don't need him to like what I do.
That's what it doesn't matter what CJ thinks. He doesn't pay your fucking bills, does he?
I mean, it's actually Robbie, but yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter what Robbie thinks.
Neither one of them are paying my bills.
It's just like, I mean,
if they'd like to, I can get you my Venmo.
Yeah,
it's good. I'm interested as well. You know what I'm saying? We can get the Cash App in there. We can get this thing cracker-lacking. But yeah, so all fun and games to me. I don't see any reason to take it seriously, even if he thinks my show sucks. I mean, I don't need him to like my show. It's not necessary. The other funny stuff that I've been seeing. Well, first of all, I learned that I can repurpose FOC and chill content, and it's been kind of like duh kind of thing. But if you look on my channel, I recently dropped a video. It's my rant on Razor Comics.
Yeah.
And it's not new content. It's just a clip from FOC and chill. And it is my 1 of 10 video right now.
It is what we would like to call a produced, curated product.
I'm a real YouTuber. Yeah. But he's
really doing it, Robbie.
It's outperforming my Heroes Con video by 100 views right now. So it's like, maybe I should start clipping this show and pushing it back out. So expect a lot more of that. I started on, and I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, but I did start on a FOC and chill year-end video, kind of curating clips from all throughout the year. I was able to do the first episode, and my first cut of it was 15 minutes long. And I was like, yeah, I can't cut 15 minutes from every episode. So we had to do some major cutting, but I'm going to try and put that together, just a montage of, 40-some episodes over the year, and get some of the highlights. Hopefully, people can have fun with that one. I got the idea from the homie Perry. He's been working on a year-end video for everything, for all of comic book YouTube, and there's some pretty funny clips in there, guys.
I'm going to tell you something. I follow a lot of podcasts, and the podcasts that have the millions of views, some of them are a few hours long. And what they do is they will make multiple small, short 5 to 20-minute chunks of the conversations they had within that, but it's within a specific topic. And so all of the huge channels, I have seen absolutely the same thing. Yeah. And so it is recycling, but also like amplifying. I think it's good because that's honestly what people want. They want to know more specific subsections. I want to know where I can go to hear about this.
Yeah, take your big videos, chop them into chapters, and then release those chapters individually and use those chapters to push the big video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that on Instagram to some extent, but for whatever reason, I just never did it on here. But I guess I should.
Instagram is as fruitful as it used to be. It feels like it's very much like a Facebook thing, where it's like if you're not paying for promotion on Instagram or Facebook, it's not really promoting anything.
What up, Swagda? Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you around for a while, my brother. Check out Swagda, one of the newer channels in the community. He's out here doing his haul videos. And he's got that new collector excitement that we love to see. So
hell yeah!
Now, we love that.
I just think with all of these things, we have to just also think about what are all of these doing? This is all like external validation. So ultimately, like we need to step outside of this sometimes and be like, look, I don't need any of this shit to validate me. Like I've got me. And so sometimes I feel like when people come on here and like do this, like there's some trifling, stupid ass shit that I have to see. And I'm just like, man.
Battle content. Shout out to Darth Lopez.
I just can't. I had a great time with him. But like some of this stuff, it's like, all right, and I'm not to be mean to dudes, but y'all say girls are dramatic. I have seen a bunch of itty baby men crying about their little hurt egos, making videos about God cares, and it's just like y'all.
I was literally talking to my 20-year-old daughter about this the other day, and I was like laughing about something. She's like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "Comic book community drama," and she said, "What is that?" And I said, 40-year-old men acting like middle school girls is really what it is. It's like everybody's gonna say things to hurt each other's feelings and fucking take shit personally.
Oh, you're threatening me?
I'm stupid like that. I'm stupid.
Honestly, it's a bunch of dudes who
my
have
dad
never
can
been
beat
in a
up
fight
your dad
about fighting. It's really what it is. It's
dick measuring contests have been happening more frequently.
Yeah, well,
as
I got a ruler.
And my eyes have been rolling into the back of my head because of it. I've just been
Oh, it's
like,
so crazy.
I do want to talk about Razor.
Of course you do.
And Sticky Goose and this
what are they doing now?
This
Are they
doxing
boyfriends?
business. Have you seen this lady? The Sticky Goose dropped a video revealing information about himself and where he worked, and he did it kind of preempting Razor, who he thought was about to drop personal information about him.
Yeah.
But then Razor goes on Niobe Comics.
This is just too much, dude.
And he says,
this is too crazy.
He says that he was never going to dox Sticky and that he head faked Sticky into doxing himself.
Bullshit.
And
who knew that Razor was the one with the killer crossover?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, and this so Razor's finally got Sticky's attention, and then we've got the homie Darth Lopez, who got a community post from Sticky Goose about him, and we've got Darth Lopez doing push-ups and throwing up gang signs on Instagram as a result, getting ready for going.
I was wondering what the goose thing meant, and I'm like, I don't know.
So
I don't get it.
All kinds of things going
Darth Lopez
down
doesn't
out
strike
here.
me as the kind of guy
he's not a bad dude.
That like is a he's not a bad dude, but he's a blue collar, like grown ass man. He would fuck Sticky Goose up.
Yeah, but y'all like, why though?
Like, I know why, but like literally, like he's doing push-ups on Instagram. Like the dude worked with his hands for decades. Like he's not a small guy. He's not a pushover.
Yeah, but
he's not a little bitch.
We're old, man.
Well, you know, old or not.
I know, John. I came on here to be like the neutralizer, the great balm.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
What are we all talking about?
We're talking about everything. What aren't we talking
about?
Grown ass men being
here for the drama. What's
drama like, AF?
Grown ass men acting like middle aged girls, mean girls. What this is Mean Girls comic community.
Well, you know what I say about all that. I'm not going to say one way or another what I think about the people involved, but I will say this: I'm from Kentucky. If you want to dox me, come on over to my house. You can infer what you want from that.
I'm scared.
Is it a stand your property state?
Yes.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Stand your ground.
We got concealed carry here in Kansas, and you ain't got to do no training or nothing.
After I said it, I realized I shouldn't have fucking said that on YouTube. But
I feel disrespectful even saying this, but like we found out that
I'm not like
that.
I'm not
dentist, right? And he was telling people that he was a doctor.
Oh, you know, I never got a chance to push back on this because I never got a word.
Dentists aren't doctors.
They are though. Doctor doesn't just their doctor is far more expensive.
They're mouth mechanics.
That's true.
But I'm saying the word doctor does not only apply to medical doctors.
I mean, I understand that. But if somebody got shot
and then there's orthodontists.
But he's still a doctor though.
But he still had to go to school for
he's a mouth mechanic.
But he's still a doctor. It's not a lie.
All right, look. But
it's
see,
not
here's
a lie
the thing.
for him to say he's a doctor.
I work in the academia where I have there are both MD students and graduate students that work along with each other. MD students are stupid and entitled. All you have to do is memorize shit. They think they are hot shit. I am telling you, y'all. Some of these med school students I wouldn't trust with a TV remote, much less my body.
Not bitter.
Man. And then they wash out and become dentists.
Hashtag not bitter.
then they wash out and become dentists and chiropractors.
No. Hashtag MDs have a high rate. Like there's a high rate of sociopathy in those regions. So I'm just saying, like, just check it out.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Doc Holliday
wasn't a very good dentist though. From what I've heard.
Yeah, I don't want to crucify all MDs and all dentists, but
see, just like Dr. Jill Biden, exactly. Doctors are not just medical doctors.
Oh, Dr. Jill Biden, yeah.
Dr. Evil, he didn't go to
doctor of education.
You know, Dr. Evil, he didn't go to Evil Medical School for 6 years for nothing.
Yeah, I've known some MD PhDs, and they've, They run clinic and
You got to pay extra for that, John.
basic
Stout.
research labs.
The only thing I'll
the
say
double
about all this
doctor.
drama, I'm not picking sides. Like I told you, I think circumstances. I think I commented on that video. I try to stay out of that because all I want to do is talk about comic books and why I love them. But
Ian from Strange Dog Comic Stuff is doing a giveaway. Check out his channel for information about his giveaway. It could be great and it could suck. So you can get something in the mail that you don't want.
Number one, you might get Action Comics number one. We don't know.
You might get a $1 bill.
Yeah, you might get a dollar. You might get a quarter. Who knows?
So check that out.
I'll check it out. I like free stuff. That's all you got to say.
Yeah, even free stuff that's like, why did you send me this?
But I think that the point, it's okay to have like a feud, I guess, with somebody. But then when you start getting personal with it, that's when you get the problem. You know?
Look, there's billions of people on the face of the earth. There's not everybody's going to get along.
That's right.
And here's the thing. You act like an adult and you fucking get disengaged and don't give it oxygen.
Yeah.
And then
give it oxygen. Give it oxygen.
You have here's your problem. You have this is what you have. You have a little devil on your shoulder that's Beckerman. There's a little devil-sized Beckerman on your shoulder that's telling you to be dramatic.
I don't listen to Beckerman. No, Beckerman is telling me, no, let's talk about the comics.
I know. Beckerman's a purist. He's actually the one that wants to keep it.
There is none more purist than Beckerman.
We know.
There's none more.
The comic.
What up, Collector B?
Mike
Good
Becker.
to see you, my man. Thanks for coming
comics.
Yeah,
no, I don't have anything to say about comics.
Speaking of comics, actually, I can show you a couple I got today.
Oh yeah, we were down for that always, brother.
Mark Brooks variant.
Love it.
I love that cover.
Love seeing it.
What issue is that?
You know what I'm saying?
Is that the anniversary issue?
Yeah, that's the anniversary issue.
Okay.
It's the Mark Brooks variant. And then my friend threw this one in for free on Whatnot. It's a facsimile of All-Star Comics number 3.
Oh.
Very nice.
I was going to cover it up and go, hey, look what I got, man. I bet it for $1. It's the real one. I swear. Look what condition it's in. All right. And I got
that's it.
Right now.
Hero for hire. Oh, number 3. That's an early one. Nice.
And I got the
shirt. What? I was just saying, Luke could never keep that shirt on, could he? Jeez.
Never. It's always busting out of it, man.
If you had text like that, you wouldn't leave your titties in either.
Like Scarlet
flashing
Witch,
them shits everywhere.
Scarlet Witch, they can't have anything but a low cut. All right.
Ooh, baby.
That's the first one where they say a figure is a symbol.
Oh, nice, man.
It's not in the greatest shape. It's got a roll, but I could fix that, I think.
Low grade better than no grade. A 15 center, man.
If she needs a little love, that means you get the love on her.
I hope somebody likes Marvel teams as much as I do. This is annual number 3.
Oh, damn. I love them T-Nuffs.
Well, there's that shirt again.
I'm trying to finish that run.
And then finally, I'm only 2 away from, actually, I'm only 1 away from getting all of these.
Oh, that's a key, right? Is that when he lost his...
No, that's not the one. That's not the one.
No, that's not the
one.
No,
that one is X-Men 25.
That's in X-Men 25.
Yeah, that's 25 with Magneto on the cover.
That is
and the hologram is a Wolverine with his little spindles of adamantium coming.
It's getting to be look a lot
like. I love that claymation shit, Rankin Bass.
It is coming up quick. I got to get on my roof, put these lights up.
No, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till after Turkey Day. You gotta put some respect on that turkey, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it done before it gets too cold out here, man. Well. Lady, I know you got something to show. What do you got going on?
So I actually went into the LCS today to trade in some books. This one is one that's not the one closest to me that I generally go to, but this one I'd been going to since I was a teenager. And so he actually gave me these 5 books for free. So I did a trade in and he was like, hey, you can have these. And he gave me Absolute Batman #1 3rd print because I told him I wasn't able to get my hands on it. And then he gave me, Absolute Batman #1. And then he gave me Absolute Wonder Woman #1 Noir. And he gave me Absolute Wonder Woman 2. And then
that came out this week, right?
Yeah, these all are this week, yeah. And then he gave me, this was like a week or 2 ago.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He gave me that. So yeah, I was really excited. So these are just like the new ones, but
Nice.
I've picked up every single one
That
of
Uncanny
the.
X-Men run has been decent.
Ooh,
I'm
Jubilee.
waiting.
It's better than the X-Men one.
I don't think so. I
This
actually
is
just
the Gail
reread that
Simone.
X-Men run that's been so far, that first 7 issues.
The
and,
Gail
I
Simone one, are
really
you
liked
reading?
it. That's the
Yeah.
Uncanny.
Yeah, Gail Simone one's good. I like
I think
it.
it's good. I think that the Jed McKay one is superior in my opinion.
Which one is that?
That's
like
just the adjectiveless X-Men with
X-Men.
The
Juggernaut.
adjectiveless X-Men. I love that title.
Yeah, it's just with Juggernaut and Quentin Quire on the team. It's just
Just
it's
showing
fun.
some books. I wanted to show you a couple of cool, like weird book, like Batman Danger Girl. I'd never seen like that crossover. I think that was from like 2008 or something.
Crossover I didn't know I wanted, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. This is apparently like the origin of where he gets his bat belt. And then I found this in a 50-cent bin. Freaking Jenny Sparks.
Really?
Yeah.
Number
Yeah, I'm
one?
dead. So what? So I was like, damn.
I regret not getting that when it came out, but I'm going to get the trade when it comes out.
This is an old one when Wildstorm.
That's the Wildstorm mini.
The original one, though. I mean the new one. I'm sorry.
This one I found.
The new Tom King Black Label.
Yeah.
I hear it's good. I've heard good things.
I hear it's good too, but
found this for $5
King, though, right?
Yeah, me and Tom King have a problem.
And it was in such beautiful shape. And I love Phantom Stranger and Dead Man. So
Dead Man.
For what Tom King did to Batman, it's on site, buddy.
Also,
hey, nothing can be done to Batman that can't be undone.
That's true.
Dark Horse presents #1, First Concrete. So yeah, there you go.
I'd probably ask for his autograph. I see him.
Black Cross.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Tom King, I
Dark Horse presents
I was very
#1.
drunk.
And then we got.
I'm actually a teddy bear in person.
Santa Claus.
Oh, my friend got one of those the other day. It's cool.
Oh, that's a great Christmas cover.
I love it.
Hell yeah. Look at them claws. Jeez.
I know. I love it.
He can stay out of my chimney, y'all. Whew.
Yeah. And then
that's a great book for a Christmas theme on the hunt.
Yeah, I got this for $3. This Frank Cho and
I love Frank Cho stuff.
Rich Sabanet. So yeah,
I have the whole series. That was a good series. I liked it.
It's super fun and campy. I liked it. So well, this first issue I liked. But anyways, yeah, I like. So John, I'm more. I've always read Marvel. So I read Tom King's like Vision, but then I did read his Mr. Miracle. But yeah, I really like Tom King. So agreed.
I like Mr. Miracle. I love that.
But see, I never read his Batman because I just read the Mr. Miracle one because I heard it was about PTSD, and I was like,
been there, done that, huh? Got the T-shirt.
So,
all right, guys, get it ready for later. We're gonna do #sanity. So go ahead and start putting the hashtag in there for the Swaggle Hoss Kickstarter book giveaway. You're getting issues 1 through 3 of Sanity, Rise of the Occult. Yeah, we'll do that later, but go ahead and start getting the hashtag in there, guys, if you would like to get a copy of it.
Did you guys see that variant this week or last week? Or I guess?
That's dope.
I love that.
I forgot who did it. Was it Dan Panosian? It was Dan Panosian. That's right.
Yeah, I think it's Dan Panosian. Let's see if I can get the Panosian.
Yeah, it's him down there. He's been killing it lately. I know me and Drew went at it, but I loved his Nightwing cover that he did. I thought it was great. His Absolute Wonder Woman cover was pretty great as well. So I'm loving what he's kicking out.
Was dummy.
I thought
Nate was in for the Jim Lee variant.
You know what I just read that you guys have really got me onto because of all the love people have been showing the Ghost Machine is I read Rockefellers #1.
Yeah, I just picked it up.
Oh man, that was a great book.
Does it have
It's
an
a great
FF
theme.
feel to it?
What's that?
Does it have a Fantastic Four feel to it?
It does have a Fantastic Four feel to it.
What it looked like to me.
It has it's like very much a family story, and
Oh, baby.
the one thing I can't get over is the fact that Francis Manipul definitely drew the lead character to be played by what's his name, Pedro Pascal. Like he just drew Pedro Pascal. It's like he's like, there's no way that Pedro's not going to be this guy.
That is
finally
sick,
do the
bro.
movie, and he just drew Pedro Pascal. So like it has that vibe to it as well.
Is
So
that
I'm
foil a
excited.
second print?
Yeah,
Badass.
it's from the comic packs. My friend sent it to me as a present for Christmas.
It's from a comic pack.
Yeah,
A Walmart one.
no, it's the whatnot one.
It's like
I love
it's a whatnot variant.
Yeah, well, it's like they had these packs of 3 comics. You open it up, and there's like 3 like limited variants in it. Like this one's like
That's
the standard,
so
but they had
crazy,
the
though.
silver
It's
one, the
beautiful.
gold one, and all that stuff. It was kind of cool, but I mean, it's free.
I like it. That was a good book.
Yeah,
that
That's
book
the
is
thing, it's
maintaining
really good and
value.
hard to find.
Yeah, it's sitting at $20 and it's been staying there.
Yeah, and I don't even
cover.
know how much the second print foil goes for.
and one more, and I'll quit boring you. I probably showed this one several times on other shows, but I'm really proud of it because I got it for $20 signed with a little remark.
Oh, love it.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, the Mark Spears hype. We were talking about this on JP's show last night. These Mark Spears books
They're on
continue.
way to go, aren't
already
they?
sold
They're
out.
the top 10.
You know what? They're really making Keen Spot a kind
Putting them on the map.
publisher to watch.
Staple, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One
And
of
here's
my buddies is an editor over there, Rob Pochak.
The thing that is
Good
surprising
guy.
me is like when you see these books pop, you never see the number 2 issue pop.
Oh,
But
no.
the number 2 issue is hitting the top 10 list still. So we've been kind of poo-pooing this, thinking, this is a flash in the pan kind of thing. But the fact that the number 2 issue is hitting the hot 10 list is making me think maybe I'm missing something here. You guys have any thoughts on this Mark Spears thing? And is this real?
Like monsters, man. People like the monsters.
Yeah. And the covers have been killing it. I know they've had some great homage covers.
The art has been great. The homages have been great. The variants have been great. It's just a well put together product, and people like the art. People like the stories, man.
People like those trading cards too back in the day that he come out with, and everybody loves Universal Monsters. I know little kids that love them, and they're over 80 years old now. So it's always going to be something that's going to be the Universal Monsters is kind of what it's based on anyway.
But Volume 1 wasn't Keen Spot, was it?
I don't think so.
I think Keen Spot's just doing a good job promoting it, and they're doing a really good job with the variants and the production of it.
Actually, something really funny that a local artist.
And it's nice to see. I mean, the homage variants have been helping, yes, but for me, it does seem to be the read and the art that is driving this, not bullshit speculation, but like real excitement about the book. So that's why I've kind of pulled back on saying this is an I'll be back kind of book. Like maybe there's something really going on here.
Hey, that Gotham Noir, that's a hot book, isn't it? That's a what is that? What's the significance of that book?
I don't know, but it's written by Ed Brubaker.
It's Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Like I just saw it on the wall at my LCS the other day, and the manager of the LCS, we were chatting about it, and he's like, "Hey, what do you know about this Gotham Noir?" Because when I looked it up, it was kind of hot, so I put like a $30 price tag on it, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, "It's Brubaker and Phillips," and I'm like, "Well, how is it Brubaker and Phillips and Batman?" And I've never really heard of it. Like Brubaker and Phillips to me screams quality. I like most of the stuff that they've done together. And the fact that it's set in the Batman universe is like, how can I not know what this is? Which is like the second you just showed that, I'm like, hey, what is that? And you were like, I don't know. It's like,
felt it in $1.
How is that not something that everybody knows about?
I don't know. I felt it $1 bid. Looked it up on eBay, and the last sold was like $26.
Yeah. Like
What up,
he had
AR?
a really nice cut copy of it, like beautifully beautiful condition, and he put $30 on it in the shop, and he's like, "This is what it's going for on eBay." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Try
And I go,
selling.
I'll be back when nobody else has heard of it, and you've got it on a 40% off sale.
Exactly. I would put it on eBay for sale, but I kind of want to keep it. You never know.
Yeah, every Monday we do the cash or trash with JP's Budget Collecting. We talk about the books on the Hot 10. But my actual favorite show that JP does comes 6 months later when he looks at the books that were on the list 6 months ago. And that's a list that I shop off of.
There you go.
We got some more.
Yeah, you want to buy a book on the Schneid?
That's the only one that I picked up.
And that's volume.
That's
the
beautiful
second volume,
book.
right?
Yeah.
No, that's volume 1. Oh, I'm sorry, volume 2, number 1.
This is number 1. That's all I know. But yeah.
There was a Freddy Krueger homage.
Hey, AR.
That I was going to buy a ton of, but I decided not to. But maybe I should have, right? Because they're saying low print run is helping these prices. Well, at what point does that stop being a problem? When are people going to start ordering enough? Because it wasn't.
I think
something is killing the children.
Is very, very keen on keeping their print runs manageable for stock and for shops. I think that's part of what they're doing. Is there's an actual scarcity of these books makes them the thing to get.
Well, also, some of these variants too. The reason some of them are so scarce is because there's probably a warehouse of them full somewhere. Because if every comic shop bought enough to get to 1 in 100 for every issue that came out that week, they go bankrupt.
I think the print run's super low, and that's why they're high.
This is one of my favorite things to do, Matthew.
Same.
Comic collectors, we still haven't learned that
4 months later, you find it for like.
When the book is on the list, you do not buy it. That is not when you buy. And I don't understand how we
it
can't.
Depends on where you find it and for how much.
Yeah,
but you don't.
Not going to go down though. But
you're not paying the Hot 10 price now.
You should just buy what you love.
Yeah, but at the right price.
That's what I try to do, though.
At the right price, though, right?
Of course.
No, it depends. Are you investing or are you collecting?
And it depends on your budget and the range that you set for yourself, because everything's different for everybody,
I think that's a great statement. Are you investing or are you collecting? I am very much collecting.
Me too.
Like, I understand that, like, these comic books are like driving the car off the lot, is right. As soon as you get it off the lot, that value drops immediately. And that's true for 95% of these modern books that I'm buying. So I am a collector, not an investor, 1,000%.
I've got a lot of pretty cool stuff, but if I could get $1 per issue for all these books, I would be very, very fucking happy. I would take that in a heartbeat.
Why do you think I have $2 and $1 claim sales?
Fucking A, dude.
I got a
go ahead.
I got a buddy, my Rob Worst, and we do a Not Near Mint show on Fridays, and our buddy Miracle Man goes on with us, and like he has phenomenally in-depth knowledge of smutty magazines, shitty comic stories, and he loves them. And I love that he loves like obscure, terrible stories. But like there's something out there for everybody. And like what people think is trash is another person's treasure, especially when it comes to books.
And that's something that annoys me in this community, is that people can't just let things they don't like exist.
Live and let live, bro.
Just let it exist, man. It's okay. Let it exist.
Like this little Irish kid I've been seeing. Everybody talking about.
Oh, do we want to talk about the Irish kid? Oh my god.
How Absolute Batman is woke.
Yes.
Oh, I saw that.
Ranting for vengeance. And he's
What
like
a
a 15-year-old kid from Ireland. And he's very much plugging into the culture war stuff.
Yep,
apparently, if you do an Elseworld story, it has to be exactly the same. It can't actually be an Elseworld story, right?
And they found out his dad does the same thing, except for like fighting and combat sports.
Oh, great! So it's a family of psychopaths.
So it's like a family of
culture, of woke men.
Of culture war
Culture war.
Grifters. That's what I call them. Culture war grifters.
Culture vultures.
There's money to
All
be
they
made,
do
right?
is generate outrage.
Yeah.
To what end?
Yeah.
For nothing. They're
It's
just
the-
putting out
I've-
bad juju.
That's it.
It's the right-wing male version of a Karen.
If I've said it so many times, guys, but recreational outrage farming works, and that's
It's
what this
not healthy.
this
It's
whole
so
drama
unhealthy.
thing. It's
I don't
about
know.
the same thing. It's all about
It's so
recreational
unhealthy.
outrage.
I like to
farming.
recognize things through negativity sometimes.
Yeah, I
mean,
noticed.
It's like some things just suck. Some things should be better, and we should hold certain things to a higher standard.
But there are some channels.
But I don't
that's
think
having
that-
like ethics and standards. That's different.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like me saying that the Batman was trash.
But
Yeah,
you have also
you
you have a
know,
right to your opinion.
the only reason I say that is because I respect Batman as an intellectual property, and then I wish that the Batman movie, The Batman, was better. I
Yeah,
don't
but here's
say that because I hate fucking
But
Batman.
that's different than
I don't
like
say that
I-
because I'm politically outraged about it.
I used to
I
watch
just don't
this-
like it.
yeah.
this girl, and there's a couple other people. I'm not going to call their channels out, but they shit on every movie that comes out. Every comic book that comes out, they shit on it. I'm like, why are you even in this hobby anymore if you shit on everything
Yeah.
you see and read?
Well,
I
think
know
it's
some people that are like that.
I think it's different to be a fan of Batman and have criticism for Batman because it's what you
Yeah,
love.
it's different.
That's not what I'm speaking on.
Well,
What I'm
like,
speaking on is stuff that you had no interest in, you would never buy, but you're still spending your time ranting about
Getting on it.
even-
Yeah. So it's like,
also, oh no, go ahead.
no, you please. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I feel like I derailed you. I think to me it's a lot similar to like the way the whole Comics Gate thing started, where it was like it's just disgruntled people shitting on the big two, and it's just like, oh, I hate
Keyboard
this, I hate that, I hate
warriors.
this, I hate that.
Bored ass.
I make this
keyboard
over here,
warriors.
it's way better, and it's just like a booby book. Like that's they don't make that anymore because that's not like culturally relevant anymore. And it's like watching like what was his name? Your boy Zach was that guy. He had like he had a simple name but then he changed it to your boy Zach because he got like canceled or whatever. He's like one of the big Comics Gate guys, and he would just bitch about Jason Aaron's The Mighty Thor, where
I
Jane
loved
Foster was
that
Thor,
run.
which was literally one of the greatest fucking comic book stories ever told. And it's like, oh, it's woke because she's a woman. Actually, it's not. Read the thing and then figure it
Did you
out.
not read the
If
Mighty
you're not
Thor, or,
reading it, you'll
God of
never
Thunder?
know. It's like, oh, I can't deal with the fact that Thor is a lady. Well, Thor is not a lady. It's a different character with the powers of Thor, and Thor is still fucking there in the story.
Thor is still
So, like,
Thor.
if you're not paying attention to what it really is, then
Well,
there's
you can
really
tell he
no
didn't read it
reason to
'cause he did
have
it
that kind of
dipshit.
outrage about it.
Yeah,
I
there's
remember the same thing when Sam Wilson was Captain America. I'm like, who do you think they were going to make Captain America? It's Steve Rogers' best friend, of course. If he's going to,
They've been homies for longer than I've been alive. Yeah.
There's been a lot of fucking Captain Americas.
And one of them tell me, you know, tell me something about yourself. Tell me something about yourself.
Nomad. Remember when he was Nomad?
Well, yeah, I do.
Like we can't get long-haired Captain America riding a motorcycle with baby Bucky. Like,
and shameless self-promotion. There were multiple Captain Americas. Of course, when Captain America was frozen in ice after World War II, they still had Captain America stories.
That's her and Valkyrie.
They still had Captain America stories. And so the question is, who were these Captain Americas? And if you watch episode 2 of Comic Book Storytime, Sleepy Reader goes through the history and what the explanation was for those Captain Americas that existed fighting communism when World War II Captain America was supposed to be in ice. So check that out if you never heard of that.
And I could talk to you about the nuances of why Jane Foster was just worthy of wielding Mjolnir and had the powers of whoever wields Mjolnir. Hence, she had the powers of Thor.
And this proves that, like, it wasn't taken over Thor because Thor's on the freaking cover with her.
And there's an unworthy Thor series when he lost his groove and he had to carry like Stormbreaker or whatever it was, and he had to find himself after, you know, Nick Fury whispered to him not on the moon, like basically you're not worthy or something like that. But
man. Original Sin. What a weird fucking story.
He had
man, I could talk about that shit all day.
That's
Man
a good
on the Wall. What?
Yeah.
What?
They killed the
Nick Fury
Watcher.
gets chained to the moon after he kills the Watch. What? Sam Alexander, the Kid Nova, shows up and he finds a dead Watcher missing an eyeball. Fuck what?
That's creepy.
It's a weird ass story, man. Jason
I had
Aaron
fun.
rocks.
I liked it.
But
Yeah,
like,
I read it.
yeah, the whole thing about Mighty Thor is like Mighty Thor was there, and then there was Young Thor, and then there was Unworthy Thor, and then there was King Thor at the end of fucking time. There were like 8 fucking Thors all came together. Like what?
In God of Thunder, yeah,
How
they're
many
from
Thors
3
do you need?
different
God damn it.
timelines. Read the shit.
Read that shit.
All right, fellas.
There are so many great stories out there and great ways to enjoy them that, like, bitching about the thing that you don't like it seems pretty stupid.
Well, AR. So are you talking? It's because there is like the God of Thunder, which was Jason Aaron's 25 issue run, but then there was Jane Foster's Thor, which he also wrote. So I would say that the God of Thunder was traditionally masculine.
I think that Jane Foster's Thor story was pretty masculine as well. I think that like the whole arc of it, from his Unworthy stuff, his God of Thunder stuff, his Mighty Thor stuff, all the way through.
He assumed serious ass roles.
Was it Battle of the Realm, War of the Realms?
Oh yeah,
that was the end of it, and it's like the whole thing was like literally like an 8-year story he told,
and that's where like
overall. It's like there's really great Jane Foster bits in there, but
and
overall,
Valkyrie
that's a
bits.
story about Odinson. Like that story is about him, and where she comes in is where he's lacking. It's like the whole thing is about she's there to fill a role that he was.
When he loses himself, she fulfills that role.
Gore.
Well,
Gore's. Yeah, it looks like Gore's talking about I don't pay attention to the Comicsgate stuff because that's culture war stuff, and I could not care less about the culture wars.
I don't know. I think if any of those titles could stand on their own merit, they would, and they wouldn't have to worry about calling out other books that they don't like in order to be successful.
Why can Donny Cates not put a solid finish to a storyline though? Let's all rage on that.
I think Donny Cates has written a couple of really great ends to stories. I think his Thanos arc had a really great end to it. I think his Venom arc had a really great end to it.
Cosmic Ghost Rider, dude.
Cosmic Ghost Rider had a good end to it. Death of Inhumans was so fantastic. I thought that was really great. I think that the Donny Cates didn't get to end his Hulk stuff because of some sort of traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, people absolutely shat themselves when all different Marvel came out. And it's like, come on. Again, about dudes overreacting and being the biggest babies.
I loved all that stuff. I thought
me too.
Yeah, it was really well put together.
Laura Kinney, all new Wolverine was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. And also, that's when we got Miss Marvel. Like Kamala Khan, G. Willow Wilson just like killed it. So much.
It's a very the thing about that G. Willow Wilson Ms. Marvel arc is it's a very specific voice for a very specific character, and it speaks on every level. I think that's just really the perfect pairing of character and creators.
It is the highest selling trade paperback for Marvel, period.
Right. And like books, the thing is like books that all these guys want to shit on, like
they're the
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah,
and Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
I have both of those full runs.
So do I. But on top of that, not only do those sell comic books in comic book shops, they sell graphic novels, they sell digitally, and they sell at Scholastic book fairs.
Yes.
You know what's not selling at Scholastic book fair? Your fucking booby book.
Punisher.
Or Cyber Frog. It's not fucking selling at Scholastic book fair.
Yeah. There's some Will
We've got
Popple's cover. Yeah, they're not going to be selling that at a book fair.
We've
Hardly
got a
seen.
giveaway going for Sanity, Rise of the Occult, which is the book from Swaggle Haas Comics, one of the YouTube homies. We have 2 giveaways going, and I'm going to go ahead and run the first one. This is going to be for the A cover set 1 through 3 for Sanity, Rise of the Occult. If you would like to get in on that, time is running out on doing the hashtag. We're going to do US and Canada only, and also DVAs because he's always here. If you are outside of that and you're not DVH, then talk to me and we can maybe talk about how we can still ship it to you. So let's go ahead and do the first one here. We got 23 entries. Good luck to everyone. And the winner of the first A cover set is going to be Brother John Comics. Shout out to the homie, Brother John. I appreciate you coming through, my man. And this next one is going to be for the special limited edition covers for 2 and 3, and then it's just an A cover for the first one. But this next person will get the special covers, and that is Old Wolf 65 coming through. So hit me up on Instagram, guys, and I will shoot these out to you. Sanity, Rise of the Occult, 1 through 3, and I'm excited for you guys to read it. I actually, I like Swaggle. I'm supporting Swaggle because I like Swaggle. But actually getting the book, I supported it again because I really do like the book. I'm interested in what he's got going on. And he is of the Hollywood crowd, if you will. He has an Emmy, so maybe maybe he could get some connections going for this IP in the future. I forget what he has an Emmy for, but he does have an Emmy. He directed the LMFAO videos, like Party Rock is in the house tonight. He actually directed that video. It's kind of cool. Yeah. So shout out to the homie Swaggle. Thank you for sending me a couple of extras so that I could share it with the homies. And Brother John and Old Wolf, if you guys could show some love once you read it, let them know if you liked it. That would be cool. All right. We are over an hour. Do we have anything that we missed? Is there any drama that we want to get to? Do anybody got a rant that they got on their hearts that they want to get off their chest? Let me know. No, nothing.
I got a little something.
Something
in the chamber.
Let's do it.
Something in the chamber. I've been doing this thing, guys, where I've been rewatching the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And when I say rewatching the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm also about halfway through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've been watching all of the Disney Plus shows. I've been watching everything Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yes. Yes, I do.
It's one of the better ones.
Yes, I do. I enjoy that quite thoroughly. But the one thing I'm willing to say right now, and people are going to probably poop their pants over this opinion.
Well, let me
but everybody's like, oh, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been terrible since Endgame. Guess what? It's been just as good. It's been just as good since Endgame. It's been just.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and agree with you, Drew.
Oh, dude,
just as good. You know what came out after Endgame?
A lot of good shit.
Spider-Man: Far From Home came out.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. I like that one. Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness came out after Endgame.
It's all right.
Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3 came out after Endgame.
It was okay.
The Marvels
Black
was
Widow
good too. I don't
came
care
out
what
after Endgame.
says.
It was okay.
The Marvels was what,
you know what Black Widow is better than?
You know what I mean?
It was
Black
good.
Widow is better than Thor 1 and 2 and the first Captain America movie.
I'm one of those weirdos that liked Thor 1 and 2.
I like all of those movies.
I'm not gonna lie, I like all of them.
I like
all of
the
those
Dark
movies.
World, and it's like the worst rated.
Black
one.
Widow is better than those. You know what else Black Widow is better than? Black Panther. It's a better movie than Black
God, are you serious? Get out of here. You're a bandit.
That got him kicked out.
Put me on it. I didn't say it. So
I didn't say it.
I gotta accept that kind of blasphemy around here. What's wrong with you?
People love Black Panther, but let me tell you, after the one time in Black Panther where they the two guys fought on the waterfall, there was that other scene where the two guys fought on the waterfall, and then there's that third fucking scene where the two guys fight on the fucking waterfall, and at the end it's like fucking riding a rhino
nice
in some weird
fight.
pre-viz fucking cum fest. where it's just like two Black Panthers fighting each other and you can't tell what the fuck is going on and it's all CG and it's fucking stupid for the last half hour of that movie, and Black Panther doesn't get a chance to shine except for the first 15 fucking minutes, and beyond that it's the Killmonger show. It's like Black Panther does more in Civil War than he does in his own fucking movie.
Drew, the Russian asset, guys. It's clear. It's
Look,
absolutely clear.
Look, Wakanda Forever is better than Black Panther as a film from top to bottom, start to finish. The script is better. The action is better.
And you are controversial.
Look,
Yeah, this is what Drew does.
I'm coming in hot, but Ms. Marvel or Captain Marvel was great. The series Ms. Marvel was great.
I know.
Moon Knight was great.
Oh,
everything. I'm watching all
Werewolf
this.
by Night. Werewolf by Night was awesome.
Werewolf by Night was amazing. Everything post Endgame with like, you want to know what the word, like, people have shit on Quantumania. That movie is
It was fun.
No,
you got to
that
see
movie-
Michelle
that
Pfeiffer be a
movie is
badass.
No, it's
good.
Michelle
It's
Pfeiffer
good.
was kicking
It's really
Game's ass
good.
for a
She's a
minute.
badass in
I'm a
the
fan of
Batman
Ant-Man.
movie.
Ant-Man is among my favorite movies, but no, it wasn't good, dude.
It
was
was
a big
good.
disappointment.
You know what the
They
you know what
fucking
the back
ruined
half,
Kang.
You don't know what
with-
good is.
with the exception of one movie, and that being the Marvels, right? Because Darban is a forgettable throwaway villain.
Oh yeah, I
And
mean,
they stole
But-
the plot from Spaceballs.
Well, I'm going to say something's going to get me
That's,
probably.
that's
kicked out.
fine, but like
I like Thor: Love and Thunder.
the beginning,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
Thor: Love and Thunder
All right,
might be
you're
the
out.
you know who
weakest,
that
the
chick
weakest
is that
of the
played
back
Thor
end of the
Van?
MCU.
Or-
But
No.
it also has Gore the God Butcher in it, which is a solid villain. You know what else has a solid villain in it? Quantumania has a solid villain in it. Kang is fantastic in that film. You know what else has Guardians of the Galaxy 3, solid villain. High Evolutionary is fantastic in that film. The back end of the MCU has more solid villains in it than the front half does.
What
The
about
only
the
one they
Eternals?
have that's any good is Thanos.
What
The
about
rest of them are
Eternals?
terrible. Loki becomes a good guy.
Darbin, listen, Darbin, the actress that played her, that's in real life Benedict Cumberbatch's wife.
Is it?
I
Legit?
didn't know that.
Good
Oh,
for
wow.
her. The script gives her nothing to do, and
I
she's
know.
absolutely
Look.
boring. That movie, I have fun watching it, but the because there's a compelling villain is not the reason why.
Yeah.
No,
I
There's
liked
more compelling
Marvel's.
villains in the second half of the
I liked
Marvel
Marvels.
Cinematic Universe.
I
than there
liked
is in the front
Marvels
half.
too, but I agree. The villain
In
was
my defense-
forgettable. The Spaceballs plot was forgettable. And Brie
In my
Larson was
defense, though, the reason I
idiot.
like Thor: Love and Thunder was actually just because of the use of the soundtrack where they had Guns N' Roses.
That's
Thor:
good.
Love and
And
Thunder
Thor:
was
Love and Thunder is
terrible.
actually a very, very funny movie.
It's
I
a
think that-
fun movie.
you
It's
know
not
it gets
like
a lot of
It's
hate.
a very funny
Uh,
movie. I think that the problem with it
No.
is that it's totally inconsistent from
that's
scene
right.
to scene.
I will say it's not the
Ragnarok-
best movie I've ever seen. I'm not saying that. In my opinion,
Ragnarok
the
gets a
greatest
lot of
Marvel
hate.
movie of all time
I think
is The Winter
Ragnarok is one of
Soldier.
the best Marvel
Same.
cinematic
Dude,
movies.
Kate Blanchett is hella
Fantastic.
kills. She's a lay.
Oh, that one's the
Fantastic.
best. That's the best Thor movie there was. That one, the one you're talking
Can we
about.
all agree that Loki is the best thing they've done post Ant-Man or post Endgame? I mean, by far, it's by far the best thing they've done. Nothing
So here-
WandaVision's pretty effing good, bruh.
Loki is
Nothing
really
comes close.
Loki is really good.
I didn't think
The
it's
Ms. Marvel series overall, as a product, might not be what you are personally looking for, but I think it has a
It was
very
great.
unique voice to it and is a really, really good movie.
And
I'm sorry, really
heartfelt.
good series. I would say that like my favorite piece of post Endgame Marvel content has been Werewolf by Night. And that's
Yeah,
just because
that's a
it's
good
so
one.
unique.
I've never seen that
um,
one.
The man
You
thing's
should
in
see
it.
Watch
It's
it. It's
good.
fun.
It is fun.
But I would also say if you're going to include like all Marvel properties, then you have to say X-Men 97, and that's the best thing that they've done.
I liked it a
That's
lot.
the best thing that Disney has done with the Marvel property.
That's-
is
you're
X-Men
right.
97.
I liked Loki better.
It
Right.
might be the greatest adaptation of comic book into any other form of entertainment in the
Loki's
history of the world.
Loki's the best series I think they've had out, but but I guess you can tell from the Shield I'm going to look biased, but I like the Captain America Winter Soldier series.
Yeah.
A,
I
a
thought-
lot
yeah,
of people
that was
say
really
that's
good.
the best movie
I
in
enjoyed
the
it.
entire MCU.
I'm super excited for this new Sam Wilson Captain America that everybody seems to be shitting on the trailer.
I know.
excited.
Well, you know
Fucking
what?
awesome.
I'm all in.
People are titty babies and they just cry for no damn reason. They just need to
Dumbass
shut
titty
up and
babies.
wait and watch it and then
Yeah.
say
And
something.
Thunderbolts,
just-
like, oh, it's going to be a comedy because they see jokes in the trailer. That doesn't mean it's going to be a straight
Right.
comedy.
Just-
no.
Look,
I'm just done with people.
Guys, post in the chat. What's your favorite thing, TV or movie, in the Marvel universe since Endgame? I say Loki. Drew, what do you say?
if we're not counting X-Men 97,
We are counting it. We're
X-Men 97.
I agree
Yeah.
with Drew. X-Men 97.
Caroline.
Ditto. X-Men 97.
3 X-Men 97s. Wow,
It's
Chad, I'm
fucking
interested to see what
cartoon
you
Game
guys
of Thrones
say.
with Wolverine.
I thought what
What else do you
and
need?
I thought Deadpool did this as well, but the thing
Cue
that
Ace of
X-Men
Bases, Happy Nation.
Mhm.
The thing that X-Men 97 did well that I hope that they take lessons from is use the source material.
Amen. Amen, brother.
Use the source material,
Yeah.
please, God.
And it makes it
Use it.
easier for you guys. You know, the
just-
writers, you lazy
know.
fucks. Like,
I think
There's so much great stuff.
yeah,
And
like
bring back
Deadpool 4 giving us
Spider-Man animated
the
series.
fan service, giving us the covers, just point to the comics as much as you possibly can. Help us, right? Help us.
Help me help
point
you.
to the comics, man.
Help
Yeah,
you.
like that scene in Venom 3, like that was ripped right from the comics where that hippie guy was singing songs
Oh,
in his
dude.
van.
I cried every single dang episode for Collector P. Or not Collector P, for X-Men 97. I saw your
I was fired up. They had me as the first episode when they're fighting all those Sentinels and they throw Gambit like charges Wolverine and they throw him through the Sentinel and he busts out.
For me,
I'm like,
it was even earlier than that.
Yeah, it was
in the
when
first fight when
was
Cyclops
propelling with the
uses
fucking
his
blast.
optic blast to like
yes.
angle himself across the room.
And
I was like,
propel.
yes, fucking
I'm like,
more of that shit.
This was never done, and this is creative as AF.
And
It was
Nightcrawler with
Batman
a
AF.
sword fighting with a sword. That
Yeah,
was so
sword
cool.
fighting with his sword, 2 swords and a sword on his tail.
Rogue going
I'm
to
curious.
that base and just destroying everything. That was badass.
I'm curious if we include Across the Spider-Verse in the question, does that change your answer?
I'm not seeing it. The second one. I saw the first one.
I would say the answer is no. I think that what they did in Across the Spider-Verse was very cool.
I
But
liked it,
at
but-
the same time, that it's a big game. I think the animation style where they mix all the animations is very interesting, but I think that it's kind of gimmicky and it makes that movie hard to watch physically for me. I like the scenes in that movie where they slow it down and there's like character beats, like the action scenes with 800 fucking Spider-Men all animated differently swinging across the screen gives me a fucking headache.
Where Dot Von Hoot Guardians Christmas special was funny as hell.
It's awesome. And Kevin
Better
Bacon-
than Loki?
Nebula.
Come on, DVH. Come
Nebula.
And there's a
on.
great
kills
Christmas
it.
song by Kevin Bacon at the end of it. I like that song.
WandaVision is fan-fucking-tastic. Agatha All Along was fan-fucking-tastic.
I enjoyed Agatha.
It was
WandaVision
All
was
fun.
just great.
That
I
I did
like
not
the
know
fact
what
that
to
I got to
expect from
see-
that show, but I
I
really enjoyed it.
loved the Photon, the chick that played Monica Rambeau in WandaVision. Like
And she was great in the
I am
Marvels too.
so- yes, I
And now
loved her.
she's hanging out with Hank McCoy in Binary.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking A,
I
let's
can't
do
wait
it.
to find out what goes on with that, dude. I cannot
know.
wait.
And
They're
you know
probably
what?
never going to pay it
I
off.
love
just because
Monica
They better,
they're
Rambeau.
fucking
damn it.
Celestial.
only
and
good thing they've
Eternals,
done
which
in
was still
WandaVision
awesome.
was have Wanda Maximoff in the old school Scarlet Witch costume, at least just
That
for
was-
5 minutes. That
I
was
think
that
it
so
was
dope.
super creative.
Swag
I
does
also-
in
I-
for Spider-Man Far From Home. Sorry,
Great
go ahead.
movie. Great
I've
movie.
not seen that one either.
The one thing that I will
Spider-Man.
say is the one
I
little
like
piece
Agatha all along.
of extended Marvel Universe connectivity that I'm like really upset that they haven't paid off and they're probably not going to is all the stuff that came out of Eternals, right? So we got Star Fox and Pip the Troll And they're like, we're not going to do that now. We got Black Knight and Blade, and like, are we not going to do that now? Like, that's like that shit had me so fucking.
And Cersei going for Judgment. I want to know.
But
I was into it.
Say like how much, and I did get teary eyed when I saw Wesley Snipes, and I didn't realize he was this big in a Deadpool versus Wolverine as Blade. I love that when he was like, there can only be one Blade.
Yeah, well, he called that.
Was and Deadpool 3 definitely counts. So if you want to choose Deadpool, that's absolutely an option. Yes,
it was fun, but it was all like fan service. That's all.
It was very much like it had a through line to it and a heart and a story to it. But for the most part, it was just vignettes.
It was like a fanboy or fangirl's fever dream.
It's like a Deadpool comic. A Deadpool comic should have a story and a through line, but each page should be a little vignette of whatever the fuck Deadpool's doing at that moment.
Shout out to the homie Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers.
That's my only complaint.
All fun and games, Robbie, dude. I don't take any of this seriously. Bro.
I feel like Chaos is trolling.
All love.
Can't. That's all Chaos. I love Chaos. I loved Thor 2.
I love Thor 2 too.
But see, I'm a Malekith fan.
I don't think
Team
that is
Malekith,
as good as a lot of movies that have come before and after it.
You're right, but
thank you to Christina.
Yeah,
thank you, Christina, for sharing links. I appreciate you.
And Natalie Portman sucked up that ether, and it wasn't good.
I think when every time somebody is like, "Oh, Eternals was terrible," I'm like, "Did you see Aquaman 2?
Like, it was Eternal. Look,
Black Adam.
Eternals was terrible though.
First appearance
was not terrible. It just wasn't a Marvel movie. It was very different.
It was terrible. Like I love Eternals. I was excited for the movie. I was bored through most of it. It was boring. It was just boring. And this is from someone who likes the Eternals, who was excited about the Eternals, who still wants Eternals too. But having said that, it was a really boring. There was multiple points in that movie where I was so bored.
I think probably the worst thing that's come out since Endgame is probably Shang-Chi, only because of.
You said the worst?
Yeah. Can we all agree that the Inhumans was terrible?
I don't like how they did the 10 rings. I don't like how it's not power rings. It should be power rings. Ugh. And I didn't like how halfway through that movie it became a Pokemon movie.
DVH is right, dude.
Trash.
When Scott Summers does the optic blast landing in episode 1 of X-Men 97, swing.
He just jumps out the plane.
I'm also
and
here
like,
for all the memes about how he would have broke his fucking neck doing that, because he probably would have broke his fucking neck doing that.
But he didn't. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I liked it.
But my issue with Shang-Chi is I think it's a tale of two films. I think it's a really good martial arts movie in the first half. And then the second half of the movie is like a mystical Pokemon movie that just like comes out of nowhere. And like, some of it doesn't make any damn sense. Like if it was hidden from him, if it was hidden from fucking what's his name, Fu Manchu, who's not really Fu Manchu, who they call the Mandarin. If it was hidden from him that their pendants were the eyes of the dragon who gave him the map to the fucking forest village or whatever, then who built the fucking mystical water dragon table map thing in his fucking house? Who built that thing?
His daddy?
No. They established the fact that the mother had no magical powers once she left fucking Quinloon.
Maybe they got it at a Haverty's. Fucking calm
down.
Boo
this man.
Got it at Haverty's.
You cannot vote for DC stuff. No.
Look, we can vote for the only good DC stuff that's come out at all, which has been like the Harley Quinn cartoon, anything done
Batman Returns, or
anything done by James Gunn so far, and the Penguin TV series. And
Penguin the TV
that's
series.
It. Everything else from DC is sucked donkey balls. The first Shazam movie was pretty good.
I just watched the first 2 episodes of the Dune Prophecy, and it's pretty interesting.
Are there 2 episodes now for that?
Yeah.
Episode I fell asleep during the first one, but that's only because I started watching like 4 a.m.
Oh, Papa, pay attention. So I read that it was based on the Brian Herbert, who was the Frank Herbert's son. It's based on Brian Herbert's 2012 novel Sisters of Dune, which I think is
Mhm.
about how the Bene Gesserit formed.
Yeah, that's the gist I got as a big prequel.
I like the like somebody just mentioned, the Peacemaker
That was great.
show was cool, and then I like the Harley Quinn cartoon. I thought
Me
it was
too.
all right.
Thought it was great.
But,
So DC's animated stuff has been their strongest stuff, I
Exactly.
think, usually, right? Like the Phantom.
You know, they put out that animated like trilogy, the
Mask of the
Crisis on
Phantom.
Infinite Earths.
The what?
The Crisis
Mask of
on
the
Infinite
Phantom.
Earths.
Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah.
Oh, Mask of the Phantasm was great.
Oh,
They put out
yeah.
that Crisis on Infinite Earth stuff, and it was just like long and drawn out and like not great. And
I kind of like the Reign of the Supermen.
I felt that way about that stuff too.
And I mean, you always got to have love for like, for me, I always have love for the 66 Batman, Adam West.
Oh yeah, of course. And the Wonder Woman movie was pretty dope. The first one.
Yeah, but
that's another question. Who is your Adam West is my Batman. Who's your Batman?
Who's your Catwoman? Eartha Kitt's my Catwoman from that show.
Julie Newmar, but my favorite Batman would be.
I take Eartha Kitt. She's cooler.
Michael Keaton.
Michelle Pfeiffer was fierce as Catwoman too.
But I love Adam West. I like Christian Bale. I even like the new guy that did it. But
which one's did you say was yours? George Clooney?
Oh yeah,
I like the Clooney.
No, Kilmer, man, Kilmer all the way, dog.
I like the Clooney Batman. I think Batman and Robin is the closest thing we've gotten to a film version.
With the nipples?
Yes, it's very much a send up. It's a 66 Batman. If you watch that thinking 66 Batman, it is fucking phenomenal.
Bale is good.
It's tongue in cheek. It's funny, and it's very much a joke.
In a way,
in that movie
get rid of a bomb, Drew.
Since I was a kid,
some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Sometimes you can't get rid of a bomb. You need some shark repellent too.
Blade is the Godfather. No, remember when there was like a Captain America movie in the 90s and it was awful?
Trash. It was a dumpster fire. That movie.
Yeah,
the trial.
That was.
You remember the Bill Bixby Hulk? Movie they did with Daredevil, and he had like
Daredevil and the Hulk was
Thor.
The
Thor was so horrible.
Yep.
And there was like the Super Friends, Marvel Super Friends, or
I just need everybody to notice Chris's comment here. Yeah. Chris says he loves Blade, but he really hopes they cast a white guy.
I'm big on race swaps. I think for once they should take a black guy and recast him as a ginger.
That was.
I feel like every time they are like, oh, we're gonna make this character black now. It's like it was like Ariel the Little Mermaid. Red head, fair skin. What happened there? It's like, oh, the new Annie, she's black. Red head, freckles. What happened there? Are we just like they're gonna make a black Jimmy Olsen? Red head, freckles.
See, now they're gonna do like the color purple, and I'm gonna be in it. Like,
yeah.
Is Zendaya okay? I got a question because somebody was talking about this the other night on stream. Is Zendaya, is she Mary Jane or is she just another person called MJ?
She's just another person called MJ.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, her name's not. It's not Mary Jane, is it? I don't
She's called Mrs. Holland.
Yeah. Oh well, now she is. Yeah.
Are they married?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they are.
Well, they're still together though. I think.
Yeah. They're
Tony, hit me up on Instagram for your giveaway. Thanks for coming through, my man. I appreciate you as always. I did want to highlight we did have another vote for Werewolf by Night being the best thing since Endgame. Robbie came in with a vote for that. Werewolf by Night.
It's a good.
Another one for the Christmas special, WandaVision, and then Agatha. So I liked Agatha as well. I know a lot of people hated on that one, but I'm a West Coast Avengers sucker. And so I love the West Coast Avengers elements. I love Wanda's kid stuff. So I was into it all the way. But I know not everybody was down for it.
I would just say that all of that stuff is worthy of a rewatch. If you watched some of that MCU stuff and it didn't grab you at first, I would say it's worth revisiting. There's quality throughout all of it. And I watched Ant-Man Quantumania the other night and had so much fun watching that stupid fucking movie. So much fun. And I was like, I don't remember liking this. And I did like it. And I also something like Moon Knight, which I really wrote off the first time I saw it, very much enjoyed the second time through.
Moon Knight. I was one of the few people that loved Moon
I
Knight.
feel like the first time through, it's just it wasn't what I wanted out of a Moon Knight series, but when I went back and watched it for what it was, I very much enjoyed what it was. I think I had expectations that weren't met, but
David
those
Tennant.
expectations maybe weren't
Oh my
realistic.
God, David Tennant as Purple Man.
Oh, he was so scary.
David Tennant as the Purple Man was great. You know what was really great was Jessica Jones season 3.
Oh, that was a good one.
You know what was
think I've
really
watched that
terrible?
yet.
Jessica Jones season 2. Really awful.
Season 2 was hard to watch. It was.
It was terrible.
I have a
But
feeling
season
this new
2 was
Daredevil
really
series
good.
is going to blow
I
everything
I remember
else out of the water.
Alias when it was Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Back when she was up and coming.
Am I the only one that thinks that Daredevil Born Again might blow some of these other ones out of the water, though? It could
Daredevil
be.
Born Again is gonna be great.
The show or the
Yeah.
movie?
Yep.
The show.
So
Yeah.
a lot of people said that
She-Hulk
was a great
fantastic.
show. You know what I liked and I didn't
Luke
mind
Cage
it
was
was the
great.
Luke Cage show.
And they canceled it.
I know.
Well,
I was
the only reason they
excited.
canceled that is because they canceled all the Netflix stuff got switched
that's
over.
a shame.
Yeah.
But they're talking about bringing Coulter back to be Luke Cage.
Because like he's
awesome.
Jessica
He
Drew's
is Luke
boo.
Cage. Yeah, he's Power Man.
they're- right. The cast of the Defenders
Not
is
Jessica Drew
supposed
boo.
to be coming back as the cast. of the
Jessica Jones is Drew.
all of them.
Boo.
Even Finn Jones is Iron Fist, which I didn't hate.
I don't know enough about it to feel
Yeah,
anything.
the choreography in the show was not great. But
I liked the guy that played Danny Rand, but I didn't so much like the show.
yeah, I think
hated
the show
Danny
itself
Rand,
had
dude.
issues.
I hated him so
Oh, you
much.
did? I thought he was all right at it, but
I hated him, and I don't think it was the actor. I think it was just the character. They made him a whiny bitch, and I just hated him.
well,
Okay.
actually, Eileen, what's her name was Eileen Wing. She was
Colleen
better
Wing?
than she was better than he was. On the
Yeah,
show.
Colleen Wing was great in that show.
Eileen Wing, yeah.
I didn't watch Defenders.
It was all right.
Yeah, nothing to write home about. But we are well over an hour. We've done both the giveaways, so let's do the shout outs. Let's start with you, Drew. Anything you want to promote on your channel?
I've got some shorts on my channel right now. You can watch those. On the road to 600 subs right now, so sub me up, and if you haven't, hit that notification bell. That way you see my stuff and I don't have to hunt you down and make you watch it.
Hey, look, I've seen a lot of people talk about how they're tired of the drama, that they want to focus on the comic books. And if that's true for you, then you need to start clicking on these comic book channels and giving them views so that the numbers show that's what we want. And one way you can do that is by clicking that Drew Manchu link and getting over there.
Just comics, no conjecture. No,
he's
opinion.
doing comic books. He's doing hardcore opinions.
All I do in my life is give you my unsolicited opinion. But when I tell you what happened in a comic book, I just tell you what happened in a comic book.
Straight like that. Thank you, Drew, for jumping on, man. I always appreciate you coming through.
Thanks for giving me something to do
and hanging out with us. Thank you so much, Lady F. Thank you to you as well for jumping on. Anything you want to promote coming
I don't
up?
got shit to say. I don't know. I'll be on Legions on Friday morning, and you guys just remember that YouTube's not real. So
I mean, it is kind of real, but
this is not real life.
I'm wearing a crisp white t-shirt.
Like,
this is real.
So, be nice to the people that you see on a daily basis. Be a decent person and treat other people the way you want to be treated, and things shouldn't be too bad.
There you go. Because the world needs love.
We know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Yeah.
It's the only thing. Thank you for jumping on. I appreciate you so much. Heroes for Hire Comic Club. Thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate you and we had a lively discussion tonight, guys. And we stuck around 30 viewers. So
yeah, it's fun, man.
Tonight. Great job tonight, guys. What do you got going on for Heroes for Hire, my brother?
Well, every week on Tuesday, usually Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, I have a new show called Comic Conversations. And I just talked to Cheap Comic Collector was my guest this week. I talked to a different comic book YouTuber every week. And I got some pretty good guests coming up. Actually, next week will be at Legion of Comics will be my guest. Ooh. And coming up, Rob Stacks will be on. I got we've had Lunch Bunny Comics as my first guest, and DJ Links has agreed to come on, and still working out the schedule, but Comic Tropes is loosely agreed to come on. It's not written in stone yet. And Comics with Bueller will be on too. So
Very
look forward
cool.
to all that stuff. And we just talk about, why we love comic books, because that's what this is all about. To me, it's like I don't have a lot of friends in my general area that collect or read comic books. So it's you guys, and y'all welcome me into this place. I've only got 165 subs, but I've only been doing it for about 3 months, so I'm slowly moving up.
That's
It's kind of
great.
stalled. And I got a new short out, which is hilarious. So go check that out. It's got Wolverine looking at a picture of me. So because I'm so pretty. And then I have a show on Sundays called the Heroes for Hire Comic Club Sunday Super Show Extravaganza, where we talk about new comic book day coming up, the previews, and we talk about the trending top 20. And this week, coming up this next Sunday, we'll be talking about the new Creature Commandos series.
Oh yeah, and we have a question for you. How much did you pay for that Legion appearance? Apparently his fee's pretty outrageous here.
I gave him a copy of X-Force 1 with no Deadpool card.
Boom,
wow.
millions of dollars right there.
I heard
folks.
he'll take Turok ones for airtime.
It's definitely
Hell
make
yeah.
sure you sub up Matt. He's always got great conversations going on over there, and his claim sales, he's always got good stuff up there.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
may not
cheap
have one
books.
this week. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you can never go wrong with the word.
And you might find something like
extravaganza.
this for $3.
Hot damn.
What
Yeah,
up, baby?
thanks for having me on, man. I had a good time. It's been a minute since I swung by, so I just wanted to spend a little time talking shit.
I absolutely
that
love the rotating cast of characters that I have for this show. I love putting the link in the chat and seeing who's going to show up. So always a good time, man. Thank you to everybody that came through and jumped on and kept it lit. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to Robbie for coming through and showing up. All love, Robbie. It's all fun and games for me, brother. So no hard feelings here whatsoever. But that's all I got for this week, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Until next week. Peace.